The subscriber number is currently recording a podcast. Please try again later.
Hey guys, and welcome to 20 something. It is so cold. We wanted to do like a sunrise episode. So it's currently like 7 a.m. in the morning. We're in her backyard and we're freezing, but I must say it's pretty cozy. You did a great job.
It is fun. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so
she made us hot chocolate, but it fell. But it's the thought that counts for sure. But I'm here with Emily today, and hopefully you get to see like some type of sunset action going on.
But you know what? You can see the snow.
You could see the snow because it's so cold. But yeah. So Emily, do you want to give us an overview of who you are, what you're doing, how we know each other, all the things?
That's so cool. So, me and Annine, we know each other from Fusion, our church situation, and it's really cool. It's really cool to serve alongside
Even
you.
though I'm not seeing you as much as I wish I would, because she's doing like a course thing. So
Yeah, I'm studying now at the University of Pretoria, which is really hard.
well, you're studying like what's your degree? IT.
So yeah, I'm studying a version of IT. So it's IT with multimedia. So I'm studying IT with like a creative twist on it.
Gotcha.
So it's the front end and back end of anything.
Yay.
Like front end what you see,
Yeah.
and
And
like the
the
cool stuff, and
technical
then
stuff.
the coding, hacking stuff.
I wouldn't even know where to start. I barely know how to make a Word document, so that's not gonna work for me.
But it's fun. You can learn. I can learn you.
I don't want to learn how to do that. I'm okay. But anyway, today we are going to talk about a big one, a very deep topic for such a cold morning. We're going to talk about body dysmorphia and everything that goes with that. Emily kind of has a testimony to share about that topic. When I told her I wanted to do an episode with her, she was very eager to talk about this. And you said it's because it's not being talked about enough. And it's kind of an issue in our day and age. She's not 20 yet, though. She's on the 20-something podcast, and she's not 20.
I'm a fraud.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
She has the
guys.
wisdom of a 90-year-old, so she's valid right here.
I have God's like wisdom.
There you
and
go.
Holy Spirit inside of me.
There you go. We're
That's
good.
inside of you too.
We're fine.
So we will be fine.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry guys. I'm currently 18.
Oops.
I'm turning 19 though.
Ooh. Soon. Next
almost
year.
So it's fine. Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway, do you want to start us off on this? Would you like to kick off the conversation?
Yeah. No problem. Yeah. So I was quite eager to talk about this, like Annine said, because I don't think it's talked about from a Christian's perspective. Like we hear about body dysmorphia and like you should love yourself. Like look in the mirror and say I love you 5 times.
You were made so perfect. You know?
Yeah. And a lot of Christians say, yeah, you were made perfect in His image, and you're like, I don't think I look like Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, like what do you mean?
That's good.
Like, what are you saying to me right now? Like, and it's a mental thing, guys. Like, you struggle with seeing yourself correctly.
Yeah.
And just hearing someone say, yeah, you should just be better and see yourself better.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
I didn't think about that. That's
Wow.
You just changed my life by saying don't just think good, like happy thoughts.
Yeah. So I'm like, guys, like I like had a revelation last year. So I was in matric.
Yeah.
So for any other views, that's final year.
Yeah.
Well, in high school.
Yeah.
So that was quite a rough year.
Yeah.
For me, just because I think the enemy really tried to grabbed me from every point,
Yeah.
like in my life at that time, and he got me from one of my weak points, that is body image. So it's quite, not a lot of people talk about this aspect of everything, and I didn't know how to solve this problem I had.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so I'm watching videos about how to like see yourself better or this or that, and like I'm sure a lot of people do.
Yeah.
And like, how can I fix this from a Christian's point of perspective?
Yeah.
Because I didn't think about, hey, maybe I can just pray about it.
Yeah. Oh.
maybe I can talk to Jesus about this.
Ooh.
Like,
It's crazy.
like that's maybe a great idea.
Yeah.
And I don't think we go to that. Like, Jesus can save you from anything.
Yeah.
Like, anything.
Yeah.
You can ask for anything.
Yeah.
For your mind to be renewed, for a new like vision.
Yeah.
Well, for how you see
Yeah,
yourself.
mindset. Yeah.
Yeah, mindset. Yeah, the mindset, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
So, like, you just have to ask, like, so body dysmorphia, I think it falls in a lot of,
Categories.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there is no like final be all, like you just have to do this and this and this,
Right.
and you will be okay.
Healed.
Yeah.
Better.
You
Happy.
you will never have to struggle again.
Yes. Yes.
Like, it's something that the enemy will constantly
Yeah.
target.
Yeah.
Like in any type of sin or in any type of weak point you
Yeah.
have as a human being
Mhm.
with sinful desires.
Yes.
And which sucks because our flesh is against us.
Yeah. That's so annoying, actually. And if I can add to, I've never had like a big, I would say, issue with body dysmorphia in a way, but I do work out a lot. So I'm constantly aware of how my body's looking and is it progressing? Does it look better? Do I look like the image I want to look like in my head? So I'm constantly aware of how I'm looking. Like, of course, the gym is full of mirrors and people are looking at themselves the whole time, and you want to see progress because you're working hard. But then the goal becomes, is this exercise making me look a certain way, or is this exercise making me healthy and strong? It like totally disregards the first thing you need to focus on is being healthy. And you are so focused on how you're looking, you can get discouraged. You're like, oh, this is not working. Oh, I don't look the way I want to look. It's like you're so self-aware. And like I'm not even someone that struggles with something like that, but that is a way that the enemy wants to come attack me in something I love and like I enjoy doing. It makes me strong, it makes me healthy. And then it turns something that's supposed to be good for you into something that can be completely toxic in a way. Yeah.
Like, and that's quite a struggle. Like, the enemy can target anything you love and everything you do in. That's really like annoying. Like, like stop doing that.
Yeah.
So I started running.
Okay, girl.
When I was so this is past tense.
You
Okay,
ran.
so yeah, I ran. I began running like 3 years ago, and it was something I loved so much.
Yes.
It was one of my scapegoats. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm now one of that girls.
Yes, you
like,
are.
that does stuff.
Run, girly.
And that was in COVID times when the gym like closed and
Yeah.
everything. And then I had a massive problem with my, what do you call it, ankle.
Your ankle.
Yeah.
Your ankle.
Anyway, I had a problem with my ankle from grade 7, and it came back.
Yeah.
If that
It's
makes
a
sense.
recurring problem.
And I like had big issues with it, and I had to give it up. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, and so now my scapegoat for being healthy
Yeah.
like was taken away from me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my goodness, what do I do now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, this was my like manner of coping with everything and
Yeah.
being healthy.
Oh wow.
And like, guys, you just keep on running. Well, okay, so metaphorically speaking,
Yeah.
like, just keep on going. Like,
Yeah.
if something is taken away from you, like,
Yeah.
if you can't have this, just search for something else, guys.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like in this place where I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm stuck. Like, I can't go and do that anymore. And
Yeah.
then I looked for other comforts,
Right.
and I had a really skewed mindset
Yeah.
for food, and I ruined that for myself. And like, guys, don't do that.
Just don't. But we were talking about this at I think it was at Fusion or at church or somewhere last week. We talked about it. Is if you try to put your identity in anything else that is God, it's gonna destroy you. And I feel like that's kind of what you did. You had this thing in your head of, oh, I didn't like the way I look at myself, so how am I gonna fix it? I'm gonna start running. And then that was taken away from you, and we're like, oh well, what am I relying on now? That was my fix, you know. And a lot of people do that with different types of things. That can be money, it can be relationships, it can be whatever. If you put your security in something that is not God, and it's kind of a worldly thing, what is going to happen when that thing is not there anymore? Because, surprise, God is the only constant of all of those things. And if he doesn't fix your heart, and if he doesn't fix your mind first, you're going to be let down, and it's going to hurt more, because that thing you had security in is not that secure. Period.
That's so true, Annie. Like, the truth will set you free.
Damn, girl.
And like, if you like, oh my goodness, if you like hold on to something,
Yeah.
like you hold so close to, like, oh my goodness, my English.
It's okay. You're doing great.
Oh
It's
my
running
word.
out.
Yeah, it is running out. But it's fine. I will just pray it back in.
Yes, girl.
Amen. So if you like hold on to something like that, like, your view is so skewed from the world, from what God wants you to see, like, the world, if that makes sense. Is he wants you to live life so fully and through him, like through his eyes.
Yeah.
And if you do something worldly,
Yeah.
or you search for anything that's other than Christ,
Yeah.
you will live like in a skewed perspective
Yeah.
from what Jesus wants you to live in.
Exactly. That is so true. Yeah, it's just like that. Renew your mind is such an important thing. And if I can bring it back to body dysmorphia and body image, it's constantly renewing your mind, because the enemy loves to tell lies. And I keep going back to the thing, you cannot tell a lie if you don't know the truth. And that is exactly what the enemy does, is he takes what is the truth, what God is saying about you, and he's saying the exact opposite. So it's kind of like a way of being like, oh, I feel like the enemy is telling me this, so if I do the math correctly, whatever it's opposite of that is true. And then it's like, oh yay, it's actually fine. But it is a sneaky place that the devil can come in. It's not, like you said, a one-time thing, and it's a quick, like, follow these steps and you'll be fine. It's a constant renewing of your mind, and it's a constant being in relationship with Jesus. It's not just a follow these WikiHow steps on how to like see the truth and be fine and be happy and everything. It's literally waking up every day and just focusing on the truth, because it's gonna slip in. If you don't focus on it, it's gonna slip in. The devil's gonna find an open window somewhere, and it's our job to make sure every morning that those windows are closed and that we are aware that he's trying to sneak in, rather than him sneaking in through a window and slowly but surely planting these seeds in our life that are just made to destroy us, you know.
Yeah, and it's really crucial to identify what is that lies that the devil tries to keep, like, slipping through in your mind. And just remember, he's so unoriginal.
Tell him.
Like, he always comes with the same old lies. And like they say in John, the truth will set you free.
Tell him.
Like, if you know the truth, and the truth is that God sees you beautifully and wonderfully made.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you are beautiful. Like, everyone gets old.
Yeah.
Everyone will move into different shapes.
Right.
Everyone will
Move
be
into different shapes.
I'm not sure how to
That's a
phrase.
good way to
I'm not
say
sure how
it.
to phrase that in English.
No, but that's such a cute way to say it.
Like, that's so true. Like it is going to happen. Like, you are going to get old and you're not going to look the same.
Yeah.
Like, why are you holding on to how you're looking?
Exactly.
Like, that is so fleshly.
Yeah, I
Because
feel like people kind of like, especially in our culture, getting old is seen as such an ugly thing. I mean, like, what media tells us, you need to like get filler, you need to get Botox,
you
you need
buy
to
retinol
you gotta
from like the age 10.
there you go, you need to like pump yourself with drugs and get surgeries in order to stay as young as possible. And we kind of forget that it's a natural thing and it's a beautiful thing, but society, aka the enemy, has made it such an ugly thing. And people, I mean, we look at these 60-year-old celebrities and we're like, they look like 20-year-olds, and we set that as the standard of beauty because that's what's being told for us. And it's such an unrealistic, toxic, terrible thing that we are living, well, we need to live with. And that is exactly where the devil wants us, you know? And it is just bringing back, you know, like, old is pretty. Old is beautiful. Wrinkles are pretty. Scars are pretty. And bodies are, like, beautiful in every single, like, age you are in. And that is the truth, because that is how we're made. We are made to age, you know? It's natural, you know? It's normal.
Yeah. And I think we like go to the extreme when we look at this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we are like buying $10,000 of like Botox and everything. Like, there's always a balance, like, in everything.
Yeah.
So you don't have to, like, you have to just be healthy.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing
Take care of
to
yourself.
Yeah, just don't go and like do the extreme.
Yeah.
And go obsess over like the skincare routine or this or that. Like, that can keep you like the healthiest you can be.
Yeah, right.
But just be healthy.
Yeah. It's simple. It's not a big extreme surgery. Just take care of yourself. Like, your body's a temple. Therefore you take care of it. But don't like be unrealistic with yourself, you know? Yeah. That was good.
That was good.
Really good.
Very productive.
Very. Oh, this is a good episode. I feel so refreshed for the day. I was like, I'm gonna have such a long day, because I'm like literally starting at. Well, I left my house at like after 6, and then I'm working until 5. I'm like, this day is gonna be so long, but I feel like very like motivated to take on the day. So thank you, Emily.
No problem. It's so fun.
Yeah.
And like, the enemy really tried to stop me from doing this morning.
Yes. Or the cold. Might be both, but
I'm not sure which is which anymore. What is it? Like, when you said like the enemy comes through the door, like, I'm like the cold. Like, it comes in. Cold. You have to keep the door closed because the cold is coming in.
That's really good. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and thank you for joining me in today's episode.
That's so fun. You have to do our.
Oh yeah,
our
we like to
signature.
wave like this. This is how we greet each other.
Bye bye.
See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.